Hi everyone, I'm Brock. So today let's keep reviewing open source AI project. Previously, we reviewed the project, which is segmentation 3.0. In the Hunting phase ranking based on downloads, the next one is RoBERTa, large. And this model is downloaded for 16 million times last month.
RoBERTa.
RoBERTa. Okay, let's start it. RoBERTa, full name is Robustly Optimized BERT pre-training approach. It's a pre-trained language model released by Facebook AI Research in July 2019. It is essentially a tuned version of Google BERT model, achieving significant performance improvements through more scientific training strategies without changing the model architecture. Core features. First one, masked language modeling, MLM. MLM is a training task that makes the model fill in the blanks. Imagine you are doing an English close test. Close.
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 Close. It is like the model is guessing what the masked word is. Through extensive practice, it learns the patterns of language. Feature 2, text feature extraction. Converting text into numerical vectors that computers can understand. Imagine each word is a person, and the feature vector is like their ID card information. One 1024 dimensions, the model can understand a word from 1024 different perspectives. It is like using 1024 adjectives to describe someone's personality traits. Feature 3, downstream task fine-tuning. Fine-tuning refers to perform a small amount of additional training on a pre-trained model for specific tasks. Like a generalist student or trained model who, after graduation, undergoes short-term professional training, fine-tuning based on job requirements. Downstream tasks include text classification, question answering, and NLI, natural language inference. SWOT analysis. Strength. Thoroughly.
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 thoroughly,
thoroughly, thoroughly trained, powerful performance, open source, weakness, large model, high inference cost, opportunities, enterprise natural language process apps, transfer learning foundations, threats, GPT competition, LM paradigm shift, Q technologies, RoBERTa's core innovation is not inventing a new architecture, but train BERT better. It's like using the same ingredients, but having a bad chef cook them. The taste is completely different. So this is some improvements RoBERTa has done. Technology 1, dynamic masking. Dynamic masking refers to randomly generating different masking patterns in each training epoch. Static masking, like a student gave the same test questions every time. Students can memorize answers. Dynamic masking, like a teacher randomly selecting questions from a question bank. Students must truly understand the material. Technology 2, remove NSP task. NSP is next sentence prediction. NSP was a task in BERT for learning sentence relationships. RoBERTa found it unnecessary. Imagine you are learning to write. Teacher requires you to learn both writing good sentences and judging if two sentences are coherent. Teacher said, this is BERT with NSP. But RoBERTa without NSP means teachers say, forget about coherence for now. Just focus on writing each sentences well. Experiments proved that focusing on one single task actually works better. Actually, this is pretty like human beings, right? When humans work on single task, most of the time our performance can improve as well, right? Large branch teaching, technology 3. Batch size refers to the number of samples processing in each training iteration. The formula is effective learning is equal to batch size times learning rate. For small batch of 256, like students doing a few practice problems and immediately check answers. Large batch, like 8K, like a student completing an Intel exam, then comprehensively analyzing all mistakes at once. Technology 4, more data and longer training. So RoBERTa use 160 GB training data, use 500,000 training steps. And the total token is around 260.4 billion. Terminology. BERT is bidirectional encoder representations from transformer. Hey, you should give English definition and English examples. So MLM, masked language modeling. NSP, next sentence prediction. NLU, natural language understanding. NLP, natural language processing. BPE, byte pair encoding. LU, general language understanding evaluation. SCORT, Stanford question answering dataset. Fine-tuning. Embedding. Transformer architecture. Input embedding, positional encoding, encoder stack. Each encoder layer contains self-attention, feed-forward network, neo normalization. But you should explain what's feed-forward network, right? Terminologies mentioned in the system design, module design, pipeline, workflow, such as feed-forward network, such as feed-forward network, etc. Transformer, self-attention, multi-head, feed-forward network. Oh, it's all okay. It already explained it. Large norm. Okay, it's actually already explained it. Layer normalization. Self-attention formula. Attention of QKV equals to softmax of QK K transpose divided by the square root of D subscript K times V. Okay, Q is query, K is key, value is value. D sub k is the dimension of the key. Square root of D sub k. Okay. Imagine you are searching for books in a library. Query is you search keywords, machine learning introduction. Key is labels or keywords on each book on the shelf. Value, actually content of each book. Attention, based on the match between your needs, query, and book labels, key. Decide how much information to get from each book, which is value. Okay. So first part is ending. Second part. System design. Okay, 3 layers. First layer, input layer, raw text to BPE. What's BPE? Tokenizer, tokens ID, go to token embedding, position embedding. Second part is transformer encoder. Add embeddings, layer 1, layer 2, layer 24. Output layer, CLS token. What's CLS again? I forget. Classification, synthesis, correct? Sequence output. Model specs. Pipeline. User send the index to tokenizer. Then tokenizer will do BPE. So you should explain what's BPE, right? Encoding. And then tokenizer send the token ID to RoBERTa model. So it go into a loop. 24 transformer layers, self-attention, feed-forward, layer normalization. And then RoBERTa model will send hidden states to task head. And task head will give back the predictions to the user. Okay. Module design. Tokenizer. Tokenize text into tokens ID. Embedding. Generate token and position embeddings. Encoder. 24-layer transformer encoder. Attention, multi-head self-attention. Intermediate, forward feed network intermediate layer. Output, forward network feed network output layer. Puller, extract CLS token representation. Okay, here's some deployment guides. Milestones. Made A.0 to fix the bug. 嗯 but yeah, do you know I'm using VS Code, Visual Studio Code in macOS. How to upgrade? Okay, let me try the method it mentioned. So Markdown Markdown preview enhanced extends parser. But there's no version. Let me tell it. So based on the instruction of cloud, it asks me to check the configuration. It doesn't tell me. Why I know that? Because I get an arrow here. Okay, so so the suggestion is to uninstall. Install Markdown preview mermaid. I already install it. So I tell Cloud that I already installed it. Okay, when it's loading, let me do something first. Okay, let's see how Cloud instruct. Yeah, why? Okay, so there may be some conflicts. So let me uninstall Markdown Preview Enhanced. Let's try it. I don't know whether it works, but anyway. Markdown Preview Enhanced. Okay, uninstalled. So I'm asking Cloud, I already uninstalled it. Let's see how. Okay. So it seems it seems that I need to restart Cloud Code. Okay. Let's see whether this diagram can be rendering now. Oh no, still cannot be rendered. Let's close it and use shortcut I mentioned, Command KV. But it said the KV is not a command. Let's ask Cloud, but what's going on? Command plus KV is not a command. Okay. This one can preview. But it still doesn't work. So it seems that it doesn't fix this issue at all. Still doesn't work. Preview. So you see, to fix such an issue, I think it should be a simple issue related to configuration, but it still requires such back and forth communication with cloud. From this perspective, you may feel it's not smart, you know? Okay, let's search for what's related mermaid. mermaid chart. Well, let's try to remove mermaid chart. But it doesn't make sense, right? Mermaid chart is the official plugin. I don't believe that the official plugin doesn't provide the most up-to-date. I'm very suspicious. Mermaid chart is developed by Mermaid team. I don't believe it won't support most up-to-date Mermaid version. Let's see how. Let's try this one. Mermaid chart preview diagram. Okay. Oh, okay. I get an arrow. When try mermaid chart preview diagram. Mm. Okay, we need to check the log, the change log. How to check out the change log? Here it is. Okay, so change log already supports the most up-to-date. So it should work, right? Let me tell cloud change log. So actually this extension already supports Mermaid 11.12.0, but somehow in VS Code, it does in my Markdown, it doesn't support. Okay, disable. Oh, disable. And quit. And then open. And then still doesn't work. That's interesting. Yeah, somehow still doesn't work. So you see, sometimes it somehow have really stupid, well, you think it should be a very easy thing to fix, but somehow it just doesn't work. I already disabled Mermaid chart, but still cannot load render correctly. I'm thinking, should I keep working on this issue? Or just skip? Command Shift V. Command Shift V. Oh, interesting. It's very different. Okay. These two have very different timeline. No diagram type detected. Match giving configuration for text. Ah, interesting. What I saw is different. Interesting. Why preview the markdown with Command Shift V and I click the right top button, what I saw, the previewed page I saw is different. That's interesting. But both doesn't load Mermaid correctly. But it has some misunderstanding. Right top, Command V shows, and the right top shows sometimes such a stupid configuration issue can cost half an hour or even not 1 hour, which hugely decrease the working efficiency. Okay, I have two version of Markdown review. That's everything I have related to Mermaid. And there are so many extension for Mermaid. Okay, so it asked me to uninstall the Mermaid chat. Okay. uninstall, quit. And now let's try it again. Still doesn't load. Try last way. Command Shift V. Aha! Interesting. Now it loads successfully. That's insane. Anyway, I think that I want to keep spend more time on this. So now my strategy is that by default I will check out this diagram, this preview version. But if the mermaid diagram cannot load successfully, then I will change to this preview mode. Okay, make sense? So okay. So the citation is 27,000. Okay, top 0.1%. Punching face download, top 10 NLP model, GitHub stars, 30K plus. Fine tune mode, more than 393. That's crazy. Some commercial application, Facebook, Meta, Hugging Face, cloud provider, academy media. Oh, how to pronounce?
Academia.
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 Academia. Okay. Academia. Founder 刘银汉 Blake Bloom, CEO's co-founder. Oh, that's impressive. Impact has a really strong ecosystem. No longer the most powerful model, but still the best in code-only baseline. That's great. And the third part. Well, let me write it down. Okay, competitors. Open source competitors. RoBERTa, BERT, XL9, Electro. Closed source competitors, RoBERTa, GPT-4, Cloud 3.5, Gemini Neutral. Okay, basis insights. Aha. 10.2. Okay, business insight. This diagram actually is pretty beautiful. But I don't know why the background is black. Well, I prefer white. Maybe I'll fix this issue later. Go back. Insights for AI practitioners.
Practitioners.
Sometimes the best innovation is sorrow. Thorough execution, and well understand what action works. RoBERTa's influence comes from accessibility. Encoder models still have their place. Insights for myself. I think that for the sake of time, I just quickly skip it. And here are some position recommendation. Let's say Google, AWS, Microsoft, Hugging Face. Databricks. Have I applied for Databricks recently? Let me check. No. Maybe I can check it out. Solution architect. Location. Solution. There are so many in other countries. Location, let's choose United States. Okay. And then solution. Labor. Okay. Architects. Oh, there are so many solution related positions. West Coast, Central, Northeast, Southeast, Northwest. They don't have any in Northwest. Okay. Solutions architect. Seattle. Yeah, maybe I can check this out. West Coast. Northeast, West Coast. There are so many solution engineer position. Interesting. Let me see. Let's see what they have in Washington. And okay, only these two positions. So let's see what this is about. Yeah, it doesn't specifically mention they don't provide H1B sponsorship. So maybe I'm qualified to apply. Let me write this down. Date breaks. Solution architect. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, this is more like a explanation. and American-China analysis, suggestions, timeline. Okay, the last part. Interview questions, technical interview questions, and behavioral interview questions. Reference, essential papers. So you see all those important academic papers actually is published, before those application become popular. So again, right, everything starts from the academic paper, then maybe next year. Takes maybe 1 year for the open source community to accept the open source project. Then maybe 2 more years later, some commercial companies, startup will show up. And some tools and framework, some YouTube channel. Yeah, I should check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much for these open source projects. Thank you. Bye.